Sarvendriyani Nayanam Pradhanam. Of all the sense organs, eyes are the foremost. Let us see the structure of the eye. What are the various parts of the eye? How does the eye work? It's very interesting. Let us go one by one.
The inner workings of the human eye are complex, but at the same time fascinating. The eye is easy to understand if you think of it as a camera. When you take a picture, the lens in front of the camera allows light through and focuses that light on the film. When the light hits the film, a picture is taken. The eye works in much the same way. In a healthy eye, the lens is clear and allows the light to pass through. Light is focused by the cornea and lands onto a thin layer of tissue called the retina. The retina works like the film in a camera. When light hits the retina, tiny cells collect the light signals and convert them into electrical signals, which are then sent through the optic nerve into the brain, where they are processed into the images we see. The conjunctiva is a thin, moist, clear membrane that covers the sclera, the white part of the eye. It is the skin that lines the eye socket and protects and lubricates the eyeball. The cornea is the clear front window representing 1/6 of the outer layer of your eye. The primary function of the cornea is to focus and transmit light onto the retina. Understanding the structure of tears is important in order to understand how the tears and tear film provide the eye with a number of specialized functions. Our tears are formed by tiny glands that surround the eye. Tears are comprised of 3 layers: oil, water, and mucus. The lower mucus layer serves as an anchor for the tear film and helps it adhere to the cornea. The middle layer is comprised of water, and the outer layer seals the tear film and prevents evaporation. The tear film serves several purposes. It keeps the eye moist, creates a smooth surface for light to pass through the eye, nourishes the front of the eye, and provides protection from injury and infection. When we blink, the eyelids smooth and spread the tear film so that it is uniform across the surface of the cornea. Excess tears flow out of the eye into 2 tiny ducts, which then drain into the nasal passage. The sclera is the white portion of your eye, making about the back 5/6 of your eye's outer layer. Function of the sclera is to provide protection for your eye and to serve as the attachment for the extraocular muscles which move the eye. The iris is the colored portion of your eye located behind the cornea and in front of the crystalline lens. This structure separates the anterior and posterior chambers of the eye. Function of the iris is to help regulate the amount of light that enters your eyes. The pupil is the dark center in the middle of the iris. The pupil's function is to regulate how much light enters the eye. The pupil size is automatically varied to regulate the amount of light entering the eye. The crystalline lens is the transparent structure inside of the eye located directly behind your iris. The sole function of your lens is to focus light rays on the retina. The zonules are a series of fine fibers that connect the crystalline lens to the ciliary body. The function of your zonules is to hold the lens in place in the eye. The ciliary body is located behind your iris near the crystalline lens. This structure has 2 functions. The aqueous fluid that fills the front of your eyes made inside the ciliary body. Also, the ciliary body is made up of muscles that allow the eyes to focus at different distances. The choroid is the spongy middle layer of your eye located between the sclera and the retina. Filled with blood vessels, the choroid's function is to nourish the outer layers of the retina. The vitreous is a clear, jelly like substance that fills the center of the eye. It is composed mainly of water and comprises about 2/3 of the eye's volume. The vitreous helps the eye maintain a round shape and is attached to the retina at various points, including the macula and the optic nerve. The retina is the nerve layer that lines the back of the eye. The retinal function is to sense light and create impulses that are sent through the optic nerve and to the brain. The optic nerve is located in the back of the eye. This structure is responsible for transmitting the images we see from the retina to the brain. The front surface of the optic nerve, which is visible on the retina, is called the optic disc. There are millions of nerve fibers that pass through the retina and converge to form the optic nerve. When light hits the retina, it is converted into electrical impulses and carried along these fibers through the optic nerve and to the brain.
I am sure you will agree that Sarvendriyani Nayanam Pradhanam is a very apt statement. Eyes are really beautiful. They add quality to life. It is our duty to take care of our eyes to the best of our abilities. At Shekhar Eye Hospital, we have all the subspecialties to take care of your eyes because your eye deserves the best.